Good morning, lovely spirits. It's the wise servant here, Mr. Solace. Peace and wisdom. Today I want to do this video to all the brothers out there in the streets, because there's a lot going on out there in the streets, and just like everyone needs their fair dose of knowledge, so I want to do this video for the brothers that's still in the streets, mainly the young that's in the streets or coming up. You know, every generation they have they start. So, you know, you got to catch them. You got to catch them young. But I want to do this video for the brothers in the streets. Now, don't get it twisted and see my suit and you be like, who's this goofy five harpy? I'm from the streets, brother. It's a deep thing. When I used to sell drugs and I used to go see my plug, I used to dress like this. So don't think, oh, he got on a suit, he a weirdo, he don't know nothing about the streets. No. I used to get dressed. Brothers be like, damn, Cheese, you gave up the streets, you looking for a job? Tell him, now I'm going to see the plug, man. You know he got an attitude, man. He don't like his money smelling like fiends, and you gotta look like you got a job and shit. You know the plug he's special. But it's a deep thing, y'all gotta learn. It's a lot about life people don't know. It's deep. But I'm gonna do this video to the brothers in the streets, the young and the old too. I wanna say this to the old. If you look like you sell drugs, well then this is why you gonna keep getting locked up. If you look like you rob people, well then this is why you keep getting locked up. So you got brothers, they be out there on the streets selling dope. They look like how niggas that sell dope dress. So then they get treated like they sell dope. And they say, man, all this racial profiling and nigga, you look like the shoe fits. So it's a deep thing. You gotta look like what you ain't. Now, who's teaching y'all? Who's teaching brothers in the streets nowadays? I'm just curious. Who's the big OG in the streets that's teaching y'all? Because I just don't grasp. When you sell dope, at some point you gotta change your ways if you want to keep going. I'm just saying. A lot of y'all brothers need to go buy some suits, a bunch of collar shirts. You notice how sex symbol Solace, pretty Jefe, always wears collar shirts. Even when I'm not dressed up, I always wear collar shirts and cardigan sweaters and slacks. So you have to look. I don't want to say that, because I don't do anything. So I look like how I live. I guess I just learned something. A man will look how he looks according to the way he lives. It's a deep thing. When I was in the streets, I didn't come outside dressed like how I dress now with collar shirts and stuff. But now that I'm not in the streets, I dress that way. So maybe I'm wrong. It's a deep thing how things will come to you. But deep thought is a deep thing. So if you in the streets and you wear your street clothing, I get it. But at the same token, peep game. Change your look. If you're going to stand on the corner, at least don't look how the niggas look that stand on corners. You could stand on the corner with a suit on and a Jehovah Witness stand and sell dope for 10 hours straight, and you won't have any police activity. Grasp how deep that is. But a nigga from the street in today's times, mind don't work like that. He like, I'm not getting me no Jehovah Witness magazine to stand out here. He just gonna stand out there with no front. It's deep. Drug dealers in the past, they knew to have a front. That's why there were so many barbershops back in the 80s and 90s. Ain't that many haircuts in the world. But you got to be wise. Now I want to say this to all the young brothers that's out there in the streets. I don't know if y'all know this, but I see this happening a lot, and this used to happen to me back in my day. But I don't know if y'all know this, but you have fiends. And this is how you make your money, serving them. Now, you have to be mindful that there's cops out there, and they have a strategy of catching people that sell dope. So this is what they do. So now you have to think on their strategies. Now, cops have many strategies. One of their strategies is they give crackheads or fiends money. And they know we all know once you give a fiend some money, where they're going. So cops will give the fiend money and then watch him go right to you and buy. The fiend too dumb to even know. The fiend's too high to care. So the fiend may know. He's still going to take the money and go buy directly from your ass. And they just going to follow him and be like, Yahtzee, bingo, that's the guy. And then from that day forth, that's when they begin to watch and investigate you. So it's a process. First you get the dummy fiend. The fiend that's too dumb and desperate to get high, he going to take that money, and then that's how they going to find out who getting what and doing what in the neighborhood. Through the customers. So it's a deep thing you got to know when you get into the drug business. From the ground up, it's a whole lot you have to grasp. Now, if you out there and you hand-to-handing, you just got to know. Some of them fiends got their money from a cop, and they don't even know. They just took the money, and it's a deep thing, and this is how your investigation will begin. From that dumbass fiend. So it's a deep thing you have to grasp. It's a process through this, and brothers don't always pay attention to things, but knowledge is power. And it's a deep thing. Brothers in the streets got to not be so quick to get money, but learn the tricks of the trade first. It's like any business in life. You kind of get a training first before you begin the job. But in the streets, young men don't learn the tricks of the trade. They just get into the business. And they learn as they go. And when you learn as you go, there's so many mistakes that have to happen when you teaching yourself. It's really a bumpy road. But it's good, but in something like the drug business, nobody don't got time for bumps. Because bumps give you 10-year, 20-year sentences. So it's a deep thing. Training class. You need to know the history of drugs. You got to understand cops and how they work. And how they fish drug dealers out and things. So I know you probably wondering, how do cops be knowing who sell dope in the hood? Somebody got to be telling. Not necessarily. They have strategy. It's a deep thing. And that's one of the strategies. You just give a fiend money. And fiends going to do what they do. It's just like somebody who has a buying clothes habit. If you give them money, then you know where they're going. Same with a fiend. Give them money, they know where they're going. And in that, they find out who you are. And then from that moment, now they can begin their investigation of you to see how deep you in and, if you're worth the investigation, if you're worth the conviction. Because all of this costs money. So all of this boils down to money. Some of you niggas, I know you like, man, I'll be selling mad dope, man. I'm sitting on 8 bricks but you not worth an investigation. It's all about the violence. That's how you get a nice conviction. Drugs with the violence attached, then they could nail you. You just a nigga with 8 bricks, but you're harmless. So they like, he not worth the money. He not worth the taxpayers' money. So it's a deep thing. But let that be lesson 1, man. If you out there selling dope, there's many different tricks to your trade that's set up to trap you. So you got to know certain things when they come up. You got to just know, like, yo, why your money look like that? Like it came fresh out the bank. You look stupid, like, oh, I just went to the ATM. You slap him. Take his money, stuff it in his mouth like the $1 Million Man. Tell him, get the fuck up on out of here, nigga. That's cop money. So you just got to be good at what you do, and you know. Back when I was selling dope, one of my young boys, somebody gave him a fake $100 bill, so when he handed me my bankroll, the money he owed me, because I give the packs out or whatever out of work, and you do your thing, and you bring me back my money on the comeback. So when he brought my money back, somebody slipped a fake 100 in there. Now, soon, I don't know how long it took him, because I'm real. So he claimed he didn't even realize it. But I'm real. I said, motherfucker, you realized it too late. But even if he didn't realize it, what matters is this. When he handed me the bankroll, I count. Soon as I got to that 100, I pulled it out. I said, this ain't real money. And his face just looked like, how the fuck did he know that so fast? I had to tell him, I'm cheese, man. You can't pass no fake money to me. I don't even need to look. I could have been counting looking away. Once I would have felt that, I said, whoa, wait, hey, whoa, wait. What is this? This don't feel like cash. Feel like paper. Notebook paper, whatever kind of paper. It feel like counterfeit. It don't smell like money. I know what money smell like and what it feel like. I know the spirit of it. So when I'm counting that money, I said, whoa, this 100 feel pure. This ain't no drug money. This ain't money. This fake. You got no death on it, nigga. Money got death on it. So when you tap in, you get that money, you like, ooh, smell that bloodshed? So it's a deep thing when you handle when you're handling money, you put the money down, smell your hand. Ooh, that's that death. Oh baby, that money didn't smell like that. I got to that 100, I said, potpourri? What the fuck is this? So I said, this ain't real money, my young man. What you doing, grasshopper? You don't know real money? So he said, nah, man, I didn't know that was fake or whatever. So I gave him the 100. He swapped it out or whatever. But it's a deep thing, because I'm like, damn, young boys in the hood don't even know fake money from real money. They got to do all of that stuff they do. If you in the streets, you're not supposed to be carrying around no pen marking bills talking about, you got to just know. You got to, if you in the streets, you handle money all day, every day. How you don't know how money feels? You supposed to be like a blind man with money and just feel it and be like, whoa, what is that? You supposed to know what George Washington, Ben Franklin, you supposed to know what their ears feel like when you get to that part of the bill. Like, hold on, Ben Franklin got an earring when you fill up 100. It's deep shit. But you got to be tapped in. Young brothers out here, they just do what they do. Now, there's another thing I want to tell you, brothers, because I swung through the hood the other day, and I seen one of my, somebody I know. And, this was in Harlem. I seen somebody I know, they was doing what they do, you know. And, one of the fiends was short in the money. So I want to give you a perspective if you sell. Sometimes when you selling your thing, some of the customers come short. So if you're selling dimes, you got those that may come and be like, man, I got 8. I got 10. I got 9. I got 8. And you like, damn, niggas, you coming short. Now, a lot of times y'all dismiss them and y'all say, man, you better go get 10. It should cost 10. Man, stop coming short. But you got to know the blessing. You got to know how to hustle. This is why I was successful when I sold my dope. Because I take short money. And I want you to grasp. See, I sell dimes, let's say. Let's say I sell dimes of crack. Now, the fiends keep coming short with 7, 8, 9. But there ain't no problem, see? Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bag up nicks. Every nigga that come with 8, 9, he going to get one of them nicks. And I'm going to make my money that way. Because a nick don't cost $8. But that's what I get for nicks. I get $10 for dimes. But if your ass come beneath that, then I get whatever you got for whatever I give you. It's a deep thing. I've tripled the package many days off short paper. Meaning crackheads coming short. I embrace it. Please be short. Because I'm going to get your $8 and you're going to get 5. You're going to get a nick. It's a beautiful thing. A lot of you brothers got to learn how to hustle. You don't get mad and see a problem. You got to see the benefit. Now think about that. You out there selling your dimes. There's a nigga right now coming to you short. Because I got drug dealers and all type of people that view me. So it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. Now imagine the brother short. Now you know what to do. So let's say you sell dimes, and every time you re-up, you bag up 1,000 dimes. Bag up 900 dimes and bag up 100 nicks. I'm sorry. Bag up $950 worth of dimes. And then that 50 that's left, make nicks out of that. So then you're going to have 100 nicks. But you're going to get $8 for those nicks. So you do the math. You doubling up on nicks. You're basically selling nicks for dimes. Just $1 or $2 short. Winning! Oh boy! So it's a deep thing, man. Go buy y'all some suits and some collar shirts, things like this. So you can avoid certain energy. It's all about racial profiling. I know people like to say, man, that's not right. Cool. A lot of things ain't right, but they are what they are, and they happen. So just because we say, the racial profiling is not right, well, people going to still do it. So it's a deep thing. It's like slavery. They said, slavery is abolished. There's no more slavery. But the moment that they said that, there were still slaves on the plantation. A month after that, slaves were still on plantations. Slavery was still running as a business, even though they said what they said. So they said, it's 1865, slavery is abolished, no more slaves is allowed. But slaves only knew how to be slaves, and masters only knew how to be masters. Therefore, it don't matter if you abolish slavery. People only know how to be what they are. It ain't like you saying, slavery is over, now let me teach all the slaves how to be masters so that everyone can be equal. No, you just say slavery is over. Okay, the slave ain't got nowhere to live. So when you say slavery is over, it don't do nothing for the slave unless you set them up. You know how white people came here and they set themselves up. Therefore, they could be okay. At first, they were struggling because they didn't have no land. They set the slaves free, but the slaves don't got no land, no access. They've been being slaved out for 300 years up until that point. So you saying, slavery is abolished means absolutely nothing. And this is why when you get into today's times, it's just a matter of the word. So in today's times, we say this country is based on freedom, but it's structured slavery. You got all types of slavery. You got sloppy slavery. That's how it started. Sloppy, where people know, like, this ain't right, motherfucker. I'm a slave. They ordered it, and they got their shit together. So now it's like niggas know they slaves, but they like, this that good slavery. In fact, I'm not a slave, nigga, fuck you. And y'all right, fuck me. I'm just saying, I'm not judging y'all. If you work, you a slave. I'm just saying reality. You're a slave. But I don't want you to get mad at me and be like, I'm going to beat this nigga Solace up when I see him. Don't do that, man. I keep the snub in the inside of the suit pocket. Flame your shit up, nigga. That's why they call me Disco Fever. Jesus Christ, Pretty Jefe, Sex Symbol Solace, a.k.a. Disco Fever. Because I light your ass up like a disco ball. When niggas get shot, they get headaches. It's a deep thing. Motherfucker get shot, ask him, did you catch a fever? He gonna tell you, hell yeah. I was in the hospital, I had a fever. Disco Fever. I be in the streets like that. My old school drums revoked this shit with the strap. It's a deep thing. I was lost, but now I'm found. That's why I call myself Solace now. And sometimes I play around and be like Sex Symbol Solace and Pretty Jefe and, just to let y'all know, I come from where y'all come from, same kind of swag, same kind, and I fully grasp. We just don't indulge in that kind of stuff no more, because it brings you backwards. When you're in the streets, it's like a fallen angel's life. You keep getting puffed up on pride, and then you fall, and then you got to keep puffing yourself back up. Layman's terms, You get money, you like, oh man, I'm selling more dope than these goofy ass niggas. I'm that nigga. Don't nobody get more money than me. Then some shit happen and you get locked the fuck up or something happen and then you lose money. You can pay bills, lawyers, and then you like, damn, I ain't shit. I thought I was that nigga. So that's the life of the streets. Everybody in the streets know what I'm talking about. You be coasting and then whoop, fallen angel time. You be proud too when you fall. You like, damn, how they caught me. It's a deep thing, but you just got to be wise in anything you do. Now, I know I'm putting on a lot of swag and ego in this video, but overlook that. I just like to tease and tag. Tit for tat. You know, I like to, y'all get on my goddamn nerves, so I like to get on y'all sometimes too. And I know a lot of people don't like when I get in pretty Jefe mode. Because this is how I used to act when I used to sell my dope. You know, just sarcastic. Just a big asshole. Brother come up there. One of my workers may come up and say, hey man, I'm a dollar short. Nigga, you better go rob a nigga for my goddamn dollar. The fuck you short me? Don't short me, short another nigga. Go shake another nigga down. Don't shake me down, because then I ain't gonna want to give you no more packs. Got to be wise, young man. Don't come short. I'll take that. It ain't no big deal. But it's a deep thing. You gotta teach and learn. So I mean, you gotta school and rule. You can't just be ruling over people, but you gotta school them at the same time. Tell them, man, listen, man. When I used to be on the pack, my paper was never short. I'll slap the next nigga, take his shit, but my shit gonna be straight, because I need you to keep the faucet open. Motherfucker come short, you like, man, maybe I need to find me another worker that ain't got short problems. It's bad enough the fiends coming short. The last thing I need is the workers to be coming short. We not in this for shorts. I'm short. Not trying to have short money. So it's a deep thing. You know, when I was out there in the streets, I was just a big asshole. But, oh, it was a beautiful thing. See, the street life, it's the life for losing. But I looked so good losing that a whole bunch of motherfuckers said, man, he losing? I want to lose with that nigga. He got shot? Shit, I don't mind getting shot. That nigga's fool as fuck. I know y'all like, this nigga's retarded. Yo, when I speak like this without thinking, that's when you get the stone cold truth. Because that's the truth. Niggas in the streets that influence people, they be getting shot and locked up. And it's the people that the youngsters, and they be impressed with niggas like me. Damn, that nigga Cheese got shot the fuck up, man. He ate that shit, and then damn, we raided the nigga crib, and for some reason they impressed by this shit. They like, yeah, I'm gonna get me shot by that same kind of gun like that nigga Cheese. So it's just deep as fuck when you think about it. In the streets, niggas get impressed by weird shit. They be looking forward to going to jail and all kind of shit. No one says these things, but indirectly they do. So it's deep. Motherfuckers that came before me in the streets that got shot. So when I got shot, I'm like, you know, motherfuckers be getting shot. Ain't no big thing. Let me get some tissue. I'm gonna wipe this off. Get back to the shit. Because who you gonna tell? Who I'm gonna go tell and be like, man, they shot me. Niggas gonna be like, yeah, man, I remember when I used to be out on there and a black man nigga shot me. Here's some tissue. So it's a deep thing. Y'all know y'all be laughing at me like, this nigga's retarded. Everything I say is 100% true. Everything I say, there's multiple people that were around that could be like, no, what he just said is 100% true. In fact, he leaving out shit because he probably don't want to get in trouble. But what he's saying is 1,000% true. So like when I say shit like tissue, that shit true. When my young boys got shot, I told them, man, y'all gonna be alright, man. Shake that shit off. You fine. I know they like, oh my God, my shit is on fire. I wish he would shut up, but you know me, I got to rub it in. Damn, nigga lit you up, man. You gonna be alright, blood. You just hear some tissue. It's a deep thing. And I got shot, nigga. Tissue. I said, oh shit. That kinda hurt. I was laughing and shit because I got hit in my funny bone. So I was laughing. I'm like, ow. I get the tissue out, block my shit. It was smoking. It wasn't really bleeding. It was just like smoky. But it's a deep thing. There's no one I could have told in the ghetto. Man, I just got shot. Man, what do you think I should do? Because they going to be like, man, everybody got shot. Nigga, what the fuck are you crying for? You the only nigga got shot crying. Here's some tissue. And here's some more tissue for your tears. So that's just how that's going to pan out. But it's a deep thing. Now, I want to say this. Black Friday just passed. And you got a lot of you guys that's still in the streets doing your thing. Now, I was telling my partner, I said, nigga, when I used to sell Black Friday, I had Black Friday crack sales, nigga. All dimes, $7.50. I sell all my shit out 12 midnight, Black Friday. By the time the morning come, I got all new crack. Nigga have a whole brick, break it down. Black Friday crack sales, nigga. The big ass dimes, $7.50. You get 25% off, chump. All the fiends come. By the time 7 in the morning come, nigga got all new crack. When I say all new crack, I mean all that last package from last night, that's gone. That don't exist no more. They smoked that up. Bought that out. You wake up in the morning on Black Friday like, oh, I do just like the life, nigga. I see the stores have sales, so I have sales too. It's a deep thing. Y'all gotta learn how to clear out inventory. The streets ain't no different than the stores. When I used to hustle, I used to do like the stores did. Kept my shit lined up with the stores. You gotta be wise, man. If I see price of gym stars go up, motherfucking screw, what they call? I'm hood, so like I used to really be in this. So the fiends call the crack type of screw. But I'm trying to think of the name of the glass dick, the real name for the pipe. Because I was gonna say if the price of the pipes go up, I raise my price of the crack according to that. So dimes cost $11.50. They like, why? You taxing, nigga? I had to tax crack. I was like a real business. Tell them, yo, 50-cent tax on all crack sales this week, my nigga, because we got to make up for that Black Friday shit. I was cold-blooded with it. One day I'm going to come and I'm going to do the real Jesus Christ story from when I was out there in the streets, because it's so deep. I will probably get a lot from it, because it's a big moral lesson to that. And I'm so cold-blooded and balanced, I don't have no fears of anything. So there's nothing I wouldn't share with y'all. I think it's good for learning. But it's nothing for me to really share as far as, I just have to situate it out so that whatever I say can't be used against me in any way. A lot of things people already did their time for, and most of the stuff from when I was in the streets has already been, it's signed and sealed, so it can be spoken about. But you do have the small few that still play. I'm 35, going on 36, so most of the people I came up with, they in their 40s, are around my age. I mean, they got families and kids that's going to college, and don't nobody really got time for that kind of stuff no more, to be honest with you. So I'm not glorifying the life, I'm just giving you both sides of it. I don't indulge because I really don't got that kind of time. It's a lot to do in the streets, and when you get grown, you have other responsibilities. And they don't line up with the streets. So you can't grow up and be in the streets. So you got to just choose. Am I going to grow up and just figure out this goofy-ass system? Or am I just going to stay a child and play in the streets and keep getting caught up in the trap that they got? It's just a big mouse trap, and some mouses get their cheese longer than others, but the neck gets snapped eventually. So it don't matter if you're in the streets and you doing your thing and other people got locked and you ain't get locked yet. I mean, you going to get your just due one way or another. So it's a deep thing, you know. But people just got to broaden their horizons and truly understand. Now, for all of you lovely spirits out there that's probably like, yo, why did Silas just do a whole video about telling people how to sell drugs? Y'all have to grasp. Drugs is a resource. Now, we know white people came here, they set up this system. And with this system, you have man-made laws, like The resource from this place can't be sold. But you have to know higher than man's law. They're just trying to control the money. So they make things that's resources illegal. So pretty much all resources are illegal if you want to get technical. It's a deep thing. If you walk around with a bag full of gold on you, you're going to get arrested. Now, if you can prove that's your goal and all of that, but they're going to keep their eye on you after that. Because they like, why is this slave got resources? Slaves supposed to have money. They're not supposed to really understand resources and how that's the real money. And the paper just represents the resources so that the slaves never indulge into the resources and understand like, oh, wait, I'm working for paper to buy resources? Why don't I just get the resources? They free. Can't nobody stop me from going out in the land and getting resources. So this is why they keep slaves separated with the money. Here, you can get the representation. But my point of saying that is this, because we look at certain things as negative or bad, and it's because of man law. It's because of a crooked man's law. He's not even a good person. His law isn't good. But we look at people as good and bad according to that law. So according to our law, selling cocaine is bad. And we view drug dealers as bad, negative people. We don't view them as, oh, they just got resources. They not slaved out like us, and they understand. White people came and took this land over. Now, aside from that, before they came, every place had its resources, and that's how they got an abundance of things. So every place has its unique resource, and they trade these amongst one another. My place got cocaine. Your place got heroin. Your place got marijuana. Your place got gold. America was a beautiful place, man. When they first got here, they found gold all in California, and they found a whole bunch of resources that ain't nowhere else. Now, I know gold is in other places, but cocaine, the coca plant ain't everywhere, the peyote cactus, these things are not in other places. So America was a unique land. Tobacco, you had all types of things. Put it to you like this. All the things that we deem as socially fun, the socially fun drugs, they all come from America. Mexico, Colombia, this is America. So you have to grasp. It's a deep thing. They want y'all to think America is, fuck America ain't shit. Go back to Africa, nigga. If you had any brain, you try to, like, get this land back. Because this land got all the beautiful gifts from what y'all call God. They viewed the coca plant and the medicinal plants as gifts from God. Because they heal. Motherfucker do drugs, he tap into the spiritual. We call it tweaking, because ain't nobody got no understandings of these things in today's times. But that's why they viewed medicinal plants as gifts from God. It heals. It can heal. It's a deep thing. You fuck with that shit, you see spirits. And shit you ain't supposed to. You like, oh shit, you seen that? Nigga like, well, this nigga's high. But it's a deep thing. What's high? If I smoke some shit and I see some shit, am I bugging? Or is it the drug doing something to me, showing me something? Because prior to the drug, if you ain't see nothing, then you can't really say that person bugging. What did the drug do? What did the drug open up in their brain? Because we know we don't use all of our brain, and drugs interact with your brain. So what is the drugs opening up to make a person's brain work how it don't normally work? It's a deep thing. If your whole brain begin to work right now, you probably bug the fuck out because it's things that you ain't even know your brain could do. You start flying. You like, what the fuck is going on? But you just don't realize like your brain was shut down all this time and now it's open. And drugs opened it up. You can see what you couldn't see before. It's a deep thing. They used to give people drugs to show them the spirit world. They used to be like, I'm going to show you the dead. And then they give them the drugs and then they see shit. They be like, oh shit, he opened up the spiritual realms for me. There's so much aspects of life we missing out on. from ignorance, but it's a beautiful thing. I just want y'all to know drugs is a resource. So you don't have to look at the drug dealer as a bad person. I'm sorry, I have to fix my jacket. Y'all, my joint is tailored. I don't want y'all to think I got on a baggy suit. I'm just thought when I slap, just start sliding all up. But I got on the thing and make sure I look right. Because you niggas are shallow. That's why my hair fucked up. Because you can't be all the way sharp. You gotta leave a little dust. That's why my lips is chapped. Because it's cold. It's cold in New York. Brother asked me, he said, Solace, man, why your lips chapped? I'm like, why is this gay ass nigga asking me about my lips? But I had to tell him, brother, it's a simple thing, man. It's chilly. When it gets chilly, melanated people get ashy, lips included. That's why we got lip balm and shit like that. Black people always got lip balm because their lips get ashy. So it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. But the land is where the wealth is. And he who has ownership of the land has the wealth. This is why the Mexican cartels in Mexico, they ain't giving up their land. Fight the government for decade after decade, and they still gonna keep sending them drugs through here, because that's their resource. How you gonna come around and change people's order? They've been transporting drugs from Mexico since before slavery. Since before Christopher Columbus came here, they've been sending drugs from Mexico all throughout the north. The northern states. How you gonna come and stop that? Talking about, nah, you can't sell cocaine no more. Fuck you, nigga. That's how they the natives of the land. Meaning, you know, those in Mexico, the Mexicans, these are the natives. The black people you see in North America, this is the natives. It's a deep thing. Trump want to build a wall over Mexico, separating Mexico from California. Nigga, Mexico is California, if you get technical. They climbing, if a gate is what separates a place. He said put a wall so we can separate Mexico from California. That means they the same place if you got to put a gate. Think about that. You trying to tell people they can't come where they from. Niggas that lived in Mexico and niggas that lived in California before slavery was the same people. It was the same place. Now 500 years later, you like, man, y'all can't come over here. They not going to never grasp that. They like, what is wrong? Imagine if your block got split in half and now you can't go to the other side of your block. Because that's the law. You going to be like, man, I don't care what they say. That's dumb. So you going to climb the fence or whatever you need to do because you like, this is absurd. And this is where we at in life, not making a goddamn piece of sense. You got presidents, rulers of the country. They don't even make sense. He want to separate people from themselves. I don't understand. It's like I said, man, everybody need to leave America and just leave it to the people that was here first. All this fake Native Indian reservations, that's fake Native Americans. That's why they look white. Y'all got to grasp. White people came, they mixed and mingled in with the natives. Meaning most of the offspring of the natives was half white. So you have to grasp. They keep mixing and mingling back in with the white. Then you get natives that's 25% natives with 75% white. And they throw them on the reservations and treat them good. And the people that's black, they tell them, man, you ain't got shit to do with that. You African, nigga. Your glory's in Africa. Because they know Africa's far as shit and ain't nobody going there. Because Africa's fucked. Grasp that. If you think America's slave world, shit. Africa was enslaved in 1492 when Christopher Columbus first got here and he said, oh my. You know what he thought? Damn, we could do what we doing in Africa here. My point is, before slavery was heard of in America, they already had Africa in the system. They already had the system. How we live in the system, in the structure, that shit was already there. America, the last place to get systemized. The last place to get colonized. This was the last continent. It's a deep thing. America was cool all this time. You have to grasp. You go back 400 years. You ain't had no cities here. You had little villages in the forest. Everything was forest. You go to all other places in that time. They had cities in Europe. They had cities in Africa. That's my point. These places been fucked over. But they want you to think you from Africa, getting back to the point. They want us to think we from Africa, because if we don't think we from here, people won't start to look at the resources like, hold on, that's my tree. Why am I going to Home Depot to buy wood? This all my trees, because we the natives. And this my cocaine. Once you get black people looking like that, then you have a problem. See, black people don't think they truly own shit. So they like, what we gonna do? When they grasp, like, hold on, this our house, and them people you ramped up out of here and killed, and that's our peoples. Those white people in the reservations ain't truly the natives. They just got some of their blood. We the cold-blood direct descendants. Once black people start to grasp that and realize, hold on, we was living in the forest, so we didn't need to go to the supermarket. We were smart. We knew how to turn what was in the forest into what you see today. And white people came along and took that and made stores and put that shit in it. Native Americans take the animal's hide and make a nice leather coat. And the white men said, shit, make a store, because I'm going to put that in there. So you have to grasp, the natives all had wealth. Whatever you need, go to the forest. I don't know how to make a leather coat out of animal's hide and pick the cotton and make clothes for myself. No problem. You ain't a slave. You don't got to be to work, nigga, so get to learn. Once you learn that, you good to go. Anything you need, you good anywhere in life. Because the whole life is a forest until men build it or turn it into a city. So if you know how to do you with the resources, can't nobody enslave you or do anything to you. What they gonna bribe you with? I'll give you clothes. I make my own clothes with the resources of my land. And I make them better than the clothes you got. Because the leathers and things we get, they not 100%. It's stretched out for the purposes of money. If you could sell one leather coat for $500, or take that one leather coat and make 4 out of it and sell them all for $500, taking away from the quality of the leather, what you think gonna happen? Quality of the leather gonna be overlooked. Nigga, we gonna make 4 coats for the price of one? I mean, we gonna get paid for 4 coats for just one coat, making it not as good as it's supposed to be, but they don't know no better. It's a deep thing. The leathers and things y'all buy. If y'all bought the real leather, meaning the animal hide, and then the cells being scrubbed out and, turn the animal's hide over into leather. If many of y'all seen this happen in real life and seen the production of a coat from that point forward, you would truly grasp, like, hold on, the leathers and shit we making really ain't nothing but like 4% leather. The leathers the natives was making last forever. It was the animal skin. The shit was made to last the animal forever. The fur coats they made last forever. You didn't have to buy or make a new coat unless you was just greedy and wanted a bunch of furs and leathers. Our leathers don't last. They get all scuffed up. Real leather don't scuff. It's skin. It's a deep thing. But people have to grasp. If you can get a chance, which is probably be hard, but if you know someone that knows the knowledge of how to turn an animal's hide into leather, and you can watch them make a leather jacket, you'll completely see the difference in the quality of their leather jacket and the ones we buy from the store. You're going to see the difference, like, damn, that leather looks like completely different. It's just like if you see real gold or jewelry gold that we buy from the store, you're going to see a big difference where you're going to grasp like, okay, that's not even really real when you put it next to the real, because real gold is softer and browner. The gold we have like a yellow, coppery look. Real gold is like a brownish, like a rose gold almost. And it's a deep thing. It's not as shiny. But you know, once they mix other metal alloys with it to make jewelry, it takes away from the quality of the gold, and now you can wear it. But it's a deep thing. When you buy it, you pay for full gold price, but you get something that was watered down, so to say. You didn't get the full 100% quality. So it's a deep thing, man, but it's your main man, Solace. I'm going to go ahead and handle my BI. That's why I got this goofy suit on. But I'm going to go ahead and get ready to go. And y'all be groovy, you hear? It's your main man, Solace. The Wise Serpent. Peace and wisdom.